Yoruba Union asked US government to interrogate Sheikh Gumi over activities hideout of bandits. Yoruba Sociocultural Organization Ìgbìmọ̀ Májẹ̀kóbàjẹ́ Ilẹ̀ Yoruba has called on the President of the United States, Donald Trump, to compel Kaduna-based cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi to lead security forces to the hideout of armed militias who have for years unleashed terror across Nigeria. The union said Gumi's repeated public defense of terrorists and self-proclaimed role as a mediator proves he has intimate knowledge of where the armed groups operate. The group insisted that if Gumi could escort journalists and government officials into remote forest enclave for peace mission, then he should be compelled to help dismantle the very network he claims to negotiate with. In a statement released on Sunday by the union convener, Olushola Badero, through its own director, Princess Balogun, the group described Nigeria as a near banana republic, where government officials in the northern region routinely pose for photographs with terrorists in broad daylight while negotiating with people who have spied, kidnapped, raped, and maimed innocent citizens. In fact, yesterday, they still went to buy people in Plateau State. Like, that pastor was like, nobody's coming to save us. They still came again and buyed a lot of people again. I really just hope that Trump really comes, because this is getting out of hand. The union said Sheikh Gumi must be held to account for repeatedly defending armed bandits group simply because they share ethnic ties. According to the statement, Gumi's continued justification of terrorist actions has emboldened criminals network that have devastated rural communities across the community. The group noted that while Gumi claims to have facilitated the surrender of over 600 bandits, he has also consistently dismissed calls for his arrest as intolerant and politically driven. His own words confirmed his closeness to those buyers. The group said, Ìgbìmọ̀ Májẹ̀kóbàjẹ́ Ilẹ̀ Yoruba condemned the escalating insecurity in southern and northern Nigeria, saying terrorists have turned vast regions into buying fields with little resistance from government authorities. Every day, Nigerians are seen on social media with guns pointed at their head, begging for ransom, the union said. Many are murdered even after ransom is paid. The same Fulani militias have destroyed farmlands, taken over ancestral homes, raped women, burnt villages, invaded churches and mosques, and kidnapped worshippers. The group dismissed Gumi's argument that terrorists are reacting to a lack of social amenities. There is no state in Nigeria without communities lacking water, roads, electricity, or hospitals, the group said. But no other ethnic group has turned mass murder, kidnapping, and land occupation into an industry. The organization accused President Bola Tinubu's administration of turning a blind eye to the worsening crisis. They are really turning a blind eye because they cannot tell me that they don't hear the things that Gumi says and that he should be questioned. They need to question that man. He knows something. They can't turn a blind eye to the worsening crisis while terrorists enjoy celebrity treatment in the north. President Tinubu continues to deny the mass mines and atrocities being committed, the union said. He goes on television claiming there is no genocide while entire communities are wiped out. The government has failed to arrest any of the major commanders of these militias. This silence is complicity. The group further alleged that both Christians and Muslims in affected regions are being slaughtered, insisting the mines are orchestrated by armed Fulani militias who have operated freely for years due to political protection. In an unprecedented plea, the Yoruba Union called on the US President to pressure President Tinubu to order Gumi's arrest and prosecution for allegedly shading terrorists, knowing their hideouts and being aware of their financiers and weapon suppliers. Sheikh Gumi is not in Nigeria now. They said he's in Turkey. So probably they'll have to send others to Turkey for them to arrest the man because they need to arrest that man. He cannot go scot-free. They added that if the Nigerian government continues negotiating with terrorists instead of dismantling their networks, the international community must take notice. If sending US troops and fighter jets will end this mass mines since the Nigerian government has failed, then the US should step in. They said, Nigeria should help. Nigeria needs help because our government is too weak, or they are unwilling to confront those destroying the nation. The group vowed to continue raising global awareness of the escalating crisis, calling the current situation one of the darkest chapters in Nigeria's history. With communities abandoned, security forces overwhelmed, and millions living under the shadow of terrorism, enough is enough. The union said those aiding and defending terrorists must face justice, no matter their status, title, or connections. Good, I hope they listen. I really hope that Trump does something, because you cannot just water our appetite and then you just leave us hanging. You just leave us hanging. Kingsley Okalu says, if the Yoruba Union is asking the US government to interrogate Gumi for some kind of activities with bandits, it clearly means that Gumi is bigger than the Nigerian government. I'm telling you. Obina says, Venom Mokri also said the Yoruba group was sponsored by Peter Obi. Achuke Maker says, the whole Jagaban cannot interrogate him. Of course, because if not, they should have interrogated him. And the things that he's saying, they are implicating, like, they are attesting to the fact that you are a terrorist, because you cannot be telling us to be a terrorist. Oh, they have something that is triggering them. They are angry over something. They want something. What do they want? What do they want? All Abi says, if they explain Nigeria, give you, and you understand, that means that you decrease. I'm telling you, because you can never understand this country. As Aisha says, damn Broba, northern business is booming. Reality is, says, now today, I wish he is an Igbo man. All the warriors in Nigeria would have opened mouth. Armstrong says, I'm anywhere Gumi wants to. If you guys wants to get him, 24 hours is enough for them. What I know is that they are still watching the activities going on in Nigeria. They should not watch too much, they are still watching. Is it until they buy everybody? Robbie says, the US government knows the location of the bandits better than Gumi. Shusha, Ayo says, does it mean Bats can't investigate Gumi? Well, it's looking like it. Kenneth Brown says, as far as the bed is shaking, marriage is at peace, trouble in the land is for the elders' benefit. Okolo says, tell Tinubu that one. Instead of you to tell that to Tinubu, you are asking Trump. Honorable Go-Osuchi says, if is it beyond the Nigerian government? Black and White said, there is this particular tribe that always makes mistake. Okay. Kingsley says, they should interrogate and not arrest, but well them. Interrogation will lead to arrest now. They don't know how they go about it. That's like the procedure now. Joy says, it's like Donald Trump is our president now. Mosquito fly call Donald Trump. Danity says, does it mean that Tinubu government is afraid of Gumi? Well, more like it. HA says, person we don't run go Turkey. Where you go see him? Of course, if they want to catch him, they'll catch him. Sanusi says, because Nigeria is a state among the United States of America, right? Yes. Joshua says, so why can't your president ask them? Why is he answering the president of Nigeria? I wonder. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.